Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on Supergirl Season 5. And this is my first ever review for Supergirl Season 5, and I will be reviewing episode 6, otherwise entitled Confidence Women. Now, first off, I would like to start this video by saying why I don't do Supergirl reviews or just Supergirl videos in general anymore. And it's because for the past, from episode 1 all the way to episode 4, I wasn't very excited about this season. This season looked very bad and I didn't like it. But the last 2 episodes were really interesting and it got me so hyped. And obviously Flash and Arrow are on break this week as well. So I'm just like, you know what, why don't I just do a Supergirl video to replace the Flash for this week? So here I am doing the review for Supergirl Season 5 Episode 6. Now, anyways, before I start the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe button so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. And obviously, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the episode, then stop watching this video because I'll be covering some major spoilers that you wouldn't want to hear from me. So click off the video, go watch the episode, and come back. And anyways, so this episode kicks off with the DEO getting attacked, and we get this mysterious shadow from many episodes back attack the DEO, and we don't know why. But then we get the reveal that this mysterious shadow is Andrea Rojas, aka Akrata, which was really interesting. Now we then go on to Andrea ask Lena for help, and she basically tells Lena why she needs to break into the DEO, and that's so she doesn't want to kill the guy, but Leviathan ordered her to kill Russell, but obviously Andrea doesn't want to, but she's forced to, so that's why she needs to break into the DEO. But she doesn't mention anything about Leviathan. But essentially, from this episode forward, Andrea pretty much betrays Leviathan from this point. Now we then get flashbacks of Andrea and Lena, in which they were pretty interesting, and they're looking for the medallion. Now I'm gonna be a bit biased now, but by far the best part of this episode is that we get Lex Luthor returning, which was so goddamn cool, and I didn't see this coming at all. I thought we would see John Cryer in Crisis, but not earlier on to the season. But we get Lex Luthor flashback, and man, it's just so awesome seeing John Cryer return as Lex Luthor as well. Now, no brainer really. Lex's mission is obviously to try and kill Superman, and he offers Lena to help, but obviously Lena refuses. We then cut to another flashback sequence, and basically Lena and Andrea are basically in hunt looking for something, which is obviously the medallion. Now Andrea falls down a hole, and some old man working with Leviathan appears out of nowhere and tells Andrea if she doesn't do what this person asked her to do, then her dad's job and stuff will be at risk. So basically she was ordered to take the medallion and hide it from Lena, and that's what she ends up doing. And then when Lena enters the hole to obviously save Andrea basically hides the medallion from her. So yeah, she basically lies. Now we also get another Lex Luthor sequence as well, and man, it's just so awesome seeing this character back. And Lex Luthor was obviously the best part of last season as well, and he's by far the best part of this episode. And we also get Lena's ex-boyfriend return as well, which was pretty interesting, but you would expect it because of this being a flashback sequence. But anyways, this boyfriend offers Lena to go to some trip to London, in which she encounters Andrea again, and I don't know why she's there, but yeah, she's there. And when Lena approaches Andrea, she's like, Andrea, and Andrea turns around. Lena sees the medallion on Andrea's neck, as she was wearing it as a necklace. She basically does the main thing of this season basically, which is you lied to me, okay, you're screwed, we're done. Basically, that's what Lena did. Now, we also find out that Lena is going to National City, and leaving Metropolis for number one, the Luthor family reasons, and number two, she just doesn't want to be lied to, so she goes to National City and ditches her boyfriend basically. And then we do get flashback scenes between Lena and Kara as well, which weren't the best parts, but yeah, okay. Now we do then cut to another flashback sequence, and then we get Andrea meet Russell for the first time, and obviously they get along pretty well. Now we do have that old woman who works with Leviathan appear, basically the main woman we see throughout season 4 and 5. Basically she appears, and man, this woman just creeps the hell out of me every time she appears. I don't know why, but she essentially orders Andrea to kill some guy and they threaten Russell, I think it was. He's like, oh, that's a pretty handsome man. If you love him, you're gonna do what we asked you to do, or else he's dead. And then that's when Andrea harnesses her powers by tapping the medallion 3 times, and she becomes a Krata, and she does get a cool suit as well. Now we get more season 2 flashbacks, probably as I said earlier on, the worst parts of the episode, between Lena and Kara, and then we find out that Lena shuts her out for a bit, and then they become friends again, which I will cover later on. Now we see Russell find out about Andrea while he was in her house, and essentially he finds that out due to the blood being on the necklace. And man, that creepy lady just pops out of nowhere, and bro, she's more scary than freaking Pennywise at this point. I got jump scared in this scene. She just scares me whenever she pops out. I don't know why, but this woman is so freaking creepy. She tries to kill Russell, and Andrea finds out that Leviathan is about to kill Russell, and Andrea's like, please don't do it, please don't do it. He could help us, he has this degree on whatever it was. And then Leviathan take this into consideration and then take him in, but then change him up a bit, so like turn him to pretty much like a cyborg, but not quite, as he gets those like weird blue eyes and some like, I don't know, just like weird robotic tech stuck in him. It is pretty gruesome, but yeah, it's Leviathan. Now we get more flashbacks and stuff, and we get Lena and Andrea meet again, and essentially this time Lena calls for Andrea and sells Catco to Andrea, and we also know that Lena is technically pretty much using Kara and Andrea to get what she wants. Now, I'm saying this now, some people will disagree with me, but I'm loving Lena this season. I love how she, has that villainous side to her, and definitely why I was most excited for season 5 to begin with. But yeah, I really like Lena in season 5. But if you disagree with me, I do see why. As like, it does get annoying when she's like, Supergirl lied to me. She's gonna get that. Oh, I'm gonna take away Malefic's powers. That's gonna happen. Things like that. It is quite annoying, but still, I really like Lena this season. But yeah, for those who dislike Lena as well, you're entitled to your own opinion. So yeah, but either way, I am dying to see Kara's reaction after she finds out that Lena was behind whatever she's planning. Now we then cut to present day again, and Lena agrees to help Andrea break into the DEO, and she does that by distracting Supergirl by like smashing this glass table and acting like she got fainted and stuff, while Andrea as Akrata breaks into the DEO and does whatever. Now Kara gets distracted by Lena, and then Andrea goes to the DEO as I said, and then but before that we do get like Kara talk with Russell, and then basically Russell spills out everything about Leviathan. Not everything, but it just mentions the name Leviathan. But then we find out that Lena uses that psychic Martian thingy that she took from Malefic last episode to control the DEO agents and stuff, to make it easier for Andrea to break Russell out. And then Jean finds out as well, as he's like, oh, I think this is my brother, he's back. But obviously he is quote unquote stuck in the Phantom Zone, in which they think that's the case, but we know that still in captive with Lena. And that's when we get Jean go to, I was gonna say Catco, but no, go to the DEO and try to stop the attack, but no, Akrata is successful in breaking Russell out. And yeah, now Lena after this point also blackmails Andrea to getting the medallion back, and then Andrea's just like, no, this is a curse, you cannot have it, things like that. And then Lena, oh my god, she mind controls Russell in like getting this medical thing, whatever it's called, and he nearly like slits his own. She mind controls Russell, and makes him like point the knife at his like throat. And he's like move it closer and closer, like pretty much trying to make him slit his throat in front of Andrea. But then Andrea ends up giving the medallion to Lena, and then yeah, Russell is free to go. Now the episode ends with Leviathan shooting Russell, and then Andrea is obviously broken and she's like, please help, things like that. And then also Lena deciphers the medallion, in which it says Leviathan, so basically that medallion means Leviathan. And Lena basically tells Hope to like access Eve Tessmacher's memories to find out more about Leviathan, and that's when the episode ends. Now overall, this episode was my favorite episode of this season, and yeah, I give this episode a solid 9.5 out of 10, with my highlight character, again being biased, but Lex Luthor. I just love seeing Jon Cryer return as Lex Luthor, but other than Lex Luthor, it would definitely be Lena. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.